We are nearly 4 months into 2026, and there's one major player in the camera space that has been completely quiet. But that silence might not last much longer. The X4 arrived in April 2024. The X5 followed in April 2025. Same cycle. Same timing. So if that trend continues, the X6 could be just weeks away. And that actually lines up with what we already know. Insta360 is planning an aggressive 2026 roadmap with multiple product launches. Which means things are about to move fast. And the X6 looks like it could lead the charge. So what's expected? Let's start with performance. Right now, the X5 records 8K video at 30 frames per second. But the X6 could push that to 8K at 60 frames per second. And at 5.7K resolution, we could even see 120 frames per second slow motion. That's a serious upgrade for action shooters, travel creators, and anyone pushing cinematic movement. But there's a catch. More performance means more power demand. So a bigger battery is almost guaranteed. The current X5 sits around 2,400 mAh, with later updates pushing it closer to 2,800 mAh. The X6. That number could become the baseline. Now let's talk about one of the biggest upgrades, color. The X5 is still limited to 8-bit color, which gives you around 16 million colors. That sounds decent, until you compare it to 10-bit. 10-bit jumps to over a billion colors. And competitors like DJI and GoPro are already moving in that direction, with newer systems like the Osmo 360 and upcoming GoPro Max updates. So Insta360 doesn't really have a choice here. The X6 likely has to step into 10-bit territory. Next up, low light. The X5 introduced pure video mode, which was already impressive for night shooting. It improved brightness, reduced noise, and pulled more detail from shadows. But competition is catching up fast, especially with DJI's low light processing improving every year. So the X6 will likely need an upgraded version of pure video, something cleaner, sharper, and more usable in extreme lighting conditions. Now here's where things get really interesting. Hardware. One of the biggest requests from creators is a larger sensor. The X5 uses a 1st of January, 28-inch sensor, which is solid, but not top tier. If Insta360 moves to a full 1-inch sensor, that alone would massively improve dynamic range, low light, and overall image quality. That would be a game changer. There's also talk of internal storage options, something like 128 GB built in, which would be a huge convenience upgrade for creators who don't want to rely entirely on SD cards. And then there's design consistency. Keeping the same accessory ecosystem, mounts, cages, batteries, would be critical. Insta360 has built a strong user base there, and breaking compatibility would be risky. Finally, small but important improvements like contact charging points could make everyday use smoother and cleaner. So what's the big picture? The X6 doesn't need to reinvent 360 cameras. It just needs to evolve everything that already works. Better frame rates. Better battery life. Better color depth. Better low light performance. And if Insta360 delivers on even half of that, the X6 could easily become the most powerful 360 camera of 2026. And based on what we are seeing right now, we might not have to wait long to find out.